No gold is not in her. She's a diamond.
Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Excuseless English. I'm Nathan and today we're going to be talking about 8 American phrases to take your English to the next level. However, before we get started, I want to remind everyone to go down in the description and follow me on Instagram. Every day I put new phrases up that you can't find anywhere else on the internet. So please, go down, follow me now, and make sure that you're learning new words with me every single day. Okay, let's get started. Before we learn our first phrase, I want to try something with you. I'm going to show you a brief dialogue, and I want to see if you're able to follow everything that the characters say. Alright, let's go for it. Hey man, what's up? Not much. By the way, did you ever get your car working? Yeah, it was a piece of cake. And did you have parts left over again? I plead the fifth. By the way, are you still having that surprise party for Cindy tonight? Nah, Cindy's feeling under the weather. We're gonna postpone until next week. I can't believe you didn't spill the beans already. You're terrible with secrets. Well, I'm not off the hook yet. If we don't have the party soon, I'm going to go nuts. It was a little difficult, wasn't it, guys? But don't worry, if you weren't able to understand everything we said, today we're going to learn all of those unique phrases that you just heard. So let's get to it. Phrase number 1, we're going to talk about what's up. Now, to be honest, you've probably heard the phrase what's up before. And it's usually one of the first slang phrases that people learn in English. The key is, though, that many people don't respond to what's up the correct way. I want you to realize that what's up is not the same thing as how are you. So if you're saying I'm fine, then you haven't quite gotten it right. Alright, so what is the proper response to what's up? Very simply, you want to say not much or nothing. What's up is just asking what new things are happening in your life. And being indirect as we always are, we don't actually answer the question. We just say nothing or not much. And ironically, we will say one of these two phrases even if we go on to talk about something new in our lives. Hey man, what's up? Not much. But I did just win $1 million though. Next up is piece of cake. And you're probably wondering, what exactly does piece of cake mean? Well, very simply, piece of cake means that something is really, really easy. And the easiest way to remember this, at least for me, is eating a piece of cake. Super easy, right? So if you think eating cake is easy, if something's a piece of cake, it's easy. Hey man, do you think you can learn 3 languages at the same time? Yeah, of course, it's a piece of cake. Okay, so let's move on now. The next one is one of my personal favorites, Plead the Fifth. And what does this one mean? Well, if you like watching those crime shows on Netflix, maybe you've heard it before. Plead the Fifth refers to the Fifth Amendment of the United States Constitution. And since I really enjoy history, this is super fascinating to me. Because we've taken something that is just a part of our legal system and turned it into an actual American phrase. So what does plead the fifth mean? Very simply, plead the fifth means to refuse to answer a question. And in a court of law, this is a right that you have within the United States. You don't have to answer any questions that would incriminate you. However, when we're just talking with our friends and family, pleading the fifth means that you just don't want to say what really happened, and is a really common expression. Hey, Jimmy, how was your date last night? Honestly, bro, I'm gonna plead the fifth. Next up on the list is spill the beans. And spill the beans means to tell someone a secret, to let them know a secret they weren't supposed to know. To be honest, this phrase doesn't make any sense. I mean, what do beans have to do with secrets? I really don't know. But what matters is this is a common phrase anytime someone is telling you a secret that you weren't supposed to know. So a great example would be you have a surprise party for someone, But they find out because one of the people who was in on the secret spills the beans. Moving on now is under the weather, and this phrase is super common. Also, it's super common that non-native English speakers are always confused by this phrase. I mean, what does it mean that someone's under the weather? That they're outside in the rain? Actually, if you think about it like that, that'll help you a little bit. Because if you're outside in the rain, you're probably going to get sick. And that is the meaning of this phrase, that you are sick. Now, I do want to point out that this isn't a phrase we use for someone who's seriously ill, someone who has a disease like cancer or something else that's really, really dangerous. It's a phrase that we use for more everyday symptoms. So you have a cough, you're sneezing, you have a runny nose, things like that. That's going to be a person who's under the weather. Hey, Mrs. B, can Bobby come out and play today? I'm sorry, Michael, but Bobby can't come out and play today. He's feeling under the weather. Our second to last phrase is off the hook. And maybe you don't know what a hook is, so I'm going to put a picture right here. It's that thing we use to catch fish. And why is this important? Well, off the hook means, just like the fish wants to get off the hook so that he's free, that you are suddenly free from an obligation that you previously had. You no longer have to do a project at work that you previously were going to have to do. Or your wife picks up the kids instead of you having to do it. In these situations, you are now off the hook. Last but not least is the phrase nuts. And nuts very simply means to be crazy. Now, you might be wondering, what do nuts and craziness have to do with each other? And the best example I can give you is that squirrels are crazy. Squirrels like nuts. They store nuts, they eat nuts, but squirrels are also crazy. They run in front of my car, and when they see my car coming, instead of just running away, which would be the right choice, they stand there and they look at me.
Oh no!
Because squirrels are a little bit nuts. Hey, do you think I should invite that new guy to go to the party this weekend? Nah, man, me and Jimmy talked with him. He is absolutely nuts. Okay? That's the end of our phrases. But before we finish up, I want to look at our dialogue one more time. This time, see how much you can understand with your newfound American phrases. Hey man, what's up? Not much. By the way, did you ever get your car working? Yeah, it was a piece of cake. And did you have parts left over again? I plead the fifth. By the way, are you still having that surprise party for Cindy tonight? Nah, Cindy's feeling under the weather. We're gonna postpone until next week. I can't believe you didn't spill the beans already. You're terrible with secrets. Well, I'm not off the hook yet. If we don't have the party soon, I'm going to go nuts. Alright everyone, great job. We learned a lot of new phrases today. As a reminder, again, every single day I put new phrases on my Instagram. So if you want to be able to learn more American phrases, follow me there and you'll learn a new phrase every day. Also, if you subscribe to the channel, you won't just learn new phrases, you'll learn new grammar, phonetics, everything that you need to be able to speak English fluently. Before I go, I want to give you your homework for the week. Today's homework is the following. Find 3 new American phrases and make your own story. Don't forget to put it in the comments below. Alright everyone, so that wraps up our lesson for today. Thank you as always for joining me. I hope to see you in my next video. And our goodbye for this week is very special. See you later, alligator, which has a little follow-up. So one person says, see you later, alligator, and the next one says, after while, crocodile. See you later, alligator. After while, crocodile. Alright everyone, see you later, alligator.